What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of Mish'n Accomplished, formerly known as Convos with Kyle. I am rebranding the show to Mish'n Accomplished, playing it off my name, and moving on from the Convos with Kyle thing because apparently there's a whole bunch of Convos with Kyle out there. So tonight is a very special night. First episode. I'm going to be talking to a very knowledgeable person in the MMA community, referee Bryan Miner, also a judge. And then after that, I'm going to bring in my brother. We're going to talk a little bit about veteran life, seeing how it is Veterans Day. Before I move on, I just want to say, happy Veterans Day to everybody out there. I mean, all the brothers and sisters that have served. My brother, my uncles, my grandfather, who's 96 years old, still kicking, not kicking much. He's sitting in a recliner watching TV about 90% of the day. But, big shout outs to him. Shout outs to everybody I'm serving with right now, everybody I've served with in the past. I love you all. And it's an honor to serve. And I really enjoy it. So, without further ado, I think we should go right in. I see I got Bryan Miner in the green room right now. So let's go ahead and bring him in. Welcome, Mr. Miner. How are you?
Kyle? Very good.
What's going on, man? Good to see you. I'm doing good. I appreciate you coming on. I like to talk to the brains in the industry, you know what I mean? Get a little bit of their point of view. And I know you've been doing it for about, 10 years professionally now?
Yeah, definitely.
About
10 years now, yeah.
10 years. So, so I know you had a martial arts background starting from your childhood. And talk a little bit about that and how it led into becoming a ref and a judge and involved in commissions and whatnot. How did you get there?
So I started karate back when I was about 8 years old with Master Peter Rogers. Now you grew up in Norwich, right? So you know of Peter Rogers.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
right?
Yeah, a matter of fact, my Uncle John. You started with my Uncle John?
Yeah, so John was actually one of my instructors back in the day.
Does he still do it? I don't even know if my uncle's still doing it these days. Can you hear me?
Yeah, right now the school's not open, so there's nobody. Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see the video though. There, now I see it. Now the video's good.
Huh. All right. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulties here. Thought I had it all figured out, Bryan.
There's like a lag. Got a lag.
A long lag. Great. So let's get right into it, man. How did you get into refereeing? Like, what is the path someone's got to take to get into the line of work that you're in? And he's frozen. I don't know what's going on here. My internet is rocking on about 1,000% right now. I got it all beefed up today. So I'm wondering if it's on his end. I'm hoping it gets cleared up right away because you know what I mean. We need to pick this man's brain. We need to figure these things out. We got Matt Lightning Lyle in the chat room. Thank you very much, Matt. I appreciate you, brother. Let's see if Bryan can get back on here. I'm going to resend his invite. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, Bryan's back. Let's get him back on here.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Are
So
we
it
having?
seems like yeah, maybe it's the weather. Maybe the weather's having a problem with the internet here.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Well,
it does.
yeah. Well, I got you on, man. Why don't we jump right into it? Like, what made you go from being a competitive karate fighter, I guess, winning state titles and getting all the way up the ranks, and then venturing off into the referee venture instead of continuing on with
Oh,
the actual competing?
yeah, the competing was fun. Can you hear me?
You're choppy, bro, but I can hear you.
Is it me? Yeah.
I don't know. I think so,
Yeah, you're
maybe.
getting choppy too. I'm gonna try and move to a different room. Maybe that's what it
Okay.
is.
You could talk while you
Yeah.
move if you want, bro.
Hold on 1 second here. Let me just. Yeah, is that better? So,
Yeah, you
yeah,
sound
there
better.
wasn't any money. I was doing competitive karate tournaments and stuff, and then do. Oh, is that better?
Yep, I just can't see you now. You might be blocking your camera.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah, I'm just moving around the house here.
That's all right.
Is that better?
So you were, yeah, way
That's
better.
right.
You were a Triple
Oh,
Crown winner one year, 2006. What was that?
yeah, it's 2006. So I won the Triple Crown, which is the biggest karate events in New England. So one event was in Connecticut. I believe one is Massachusetts and one is Maine, or Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine. So you had to win the triple, no, they were quadruple A 5A tournament. So they're the biggest tournaments that they had. So you had to come in first in those tournaments. So I came in first in all three, which allowed me to win
Now
the
in those
Triple
in
Crown.
those tournaments, are you demonstrating? Are you breaking? Are you fighting? Are you doing all of the above? Katas too.
Fighting, yeah, fighting, katas, and forms. I won for fighting, and then I
Wow,
was a state
nice.
champion in forms and fighting. Yeah.
My old man, my dad was a breaker back in the day for Peter Rogers.
Uh-huh.
He used to. My dad's hands are like completely flat from
Oh, okay.
breaking concrete.
From
Yeah,
breaking con. Yeah.
yeah. He was one
Even
of those
Rogers,
concrete.
even Master
Yeah,
Rogers used to watch him do it with his head and stuff.
yeah. Well, it was a different era back then. Like in the '80s when my dad was doing it, I remember them in like a warehouse with the heavy bag on like a 20-foot chain to the ceiling, and they would swing the bag and get it swinging, and they'd have to like stop it with a sidekick or like stop
Yeah.
it with their hand.
Yeah,
You
this is
know?
old school. Yeah, I remember those days. Yep.
Yeah. I don't think too much of
Yeah,
that's going
crazy.
on these days, man.
Yeah, so nah, we don't train like that anymore. We're too old to do that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it started with point karate and stuff, and then um, tried my hand in this new MMA. We didn't know what it was back then, to be honest with you. I mean, first UFC's in what, 94? 93.
93, 94, something like
So
that.
I graduated high school in 95, so we were still kind of new into it. So we want to see what this was all about. So tried our hand
Yeah.
in MMA and didn't do so well.
But isn't Kobaru is sort of like a mixed martial art anyway, right? It's a mixture of a bunch of different
Yeah,
things. So
so it's
having the
for me,
Kobaru,
Okinawa and Burmese in America.
right? So I mean,
Yeah,
it's not like you were going strictly karate into MMA. You already had kind of a little bit of a mixture of a background anyway with Kobaru. So, but it is a different
yeah,
world.
and the way exactly, and the way that Master Rogers taught us, even from kids, is like you started fighting at a young age, so fighting was nothing new, right? Not
Right.
to a lot of us that trained with him. It was like once you got out of point karate, we went right into the kickboxing ring and we started kickboxing. and
Right.
then we do like expeditions, go to another gym, have a kickboxing show, or maybe a Muay Thai fight. So you do all these different things. Back in the day, we had kick counters. So when you did kickboxing fights, we had to make the kick count, and it's just different rule set back then.
Now, was it through Master Rogers that you started reffing, or?
Actually, yeah, he's the one who got me into it. So Master Rogers wanted to put on shows in New England. There were already shows going on, but there wasn't commissions like in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. They weren't overseeing MMA at the time. So, a third party was up here sanctioning the fights. So back in the day, we're talking before all of that, if you had a fight going on or a show going on, you would hire all your friends to be the referees and judges, and there's a little bit of fuckery going on. So
Yeah.
So what happens? The promoters who wanted to be on the up and up would hire a third party sanctioning body to come in and oversee their fight. This way, there's no arguing. Like the third party sanctioning body hired all the officials. So he actually hooked me up with Paul Rasner of the USKBA back in the day, and I started actually officiating in 2006. Just with small shows.
So just doing like amateur, like small little venues.
Yeah, small little venues. Sometimes they could have been smokers. It could have been just a quick thing to put together. But they would hire, they hire a few people. That was before the sanction body. We do smokers. That's kind of where you kind of get your feet wet. But when the sanction body came in, then they would do all the hiring. So,
is there a lot of like smoker shows in like the Connecticut, New England area? I don't even know about that.
Not anymore.
No.
It's MMA and MMA is overseen by the commission, Connecticut Commission. But you still see small events that do like kickboxing. They can do exhibition kickboxing fights, so that's still happening here and there.
And now you started your professional career as a ref back in 2010, and I was looking at your.
Yeah.
As a judge, you started.
Yeah, I started off as a judge in 2010.
Would you rather be judging or inside the cage?
I like them both. If I get a choice, I like refereeing. I just like that more. But I mean, I don't ever turn down a show because they say, "Well, we want you to judge." I'll judge. I started off judging. I got into refereeing. I think I got my license in 2011. I had my first show in 2012. Refereeing show.
Okay, so yeah, man, it was like it looked like 2019 was your busiest year, and then you were like geared to have your busiest year here in 2020, but I'm gonna guess that COVID put a damper on your plans, huh?
Yeah. During the COVID period, I lost like 6 shows, two major shows and 4 local shows. So yeah,
that stinks, man.
Yeah, for the 3-month shutdown, I lost 6 shows. But it happens to all of us. But I can't really complain. I'm able to work right now. I'm very lucky, and I appreciate it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, when you're traveling, I can hear you.
Right.
Yep. So when you're traveling around the world, you've been to multiple countries. You've been in Ireland and England, and what am I looking at? Looking at Ireland, England, Israel, Italy, Hungary, Northern Ireland. You've been all over the place. Now, do you have to? Do they fly you, or they put you up, or is that something that where you got to travel on your own dime, and then you get paid for the show?
No, when you get hired by either the promotion or the commission, certain shows will use a commission, and that commission will hire you. It's up to the promotion to pay for your travel. So they pay for your travel, they pay for your hotel.
That's nice.
Typically you get like a per diem for food for the week. But yeah, it's never really any money out of your pocket unless you're going to do something when you're there. Yeah, if you want to go sightseeing and stuff, that's all on you.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I travel for the military. we try to like penny pinch as much as we can, because we'll get like, if I went to the Virgin Islands on a mission and I was getting $120 a day per diem, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna spend $120 on food and drinks, so let's go to the store, buy some stuff, I'll eat in my room and pocket $120 a day while I'm there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta do what you can to stack your bank account. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you a few recently I've been noticing a few things. I watched an event. I won't talk about the event or anything, but it was a MMA event inside of a ring, like Pride style back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was noticing that the ropes came into play multiple times throughout multiple fights all night long. And I was wondering if, like, do you think MMA fights should even take place in a ring anymore, or should it be strictly caged? Because at times when they're grappling and they're down on the ground and they get tangled up in the ropes, the referee does his best to try to move them to the center and reset them. But 9 times out of 10, they were not getting reset back to the way they were just over at the ropes. And it really, really impacted the outcome of a few different fights. I was wondering, like, a referee's outlook on that. Should it even be in a roped ring anymore?
Well, it comes down to opinion. My opinion, if you bring back the ring and you have an MMA fight, that's kind of nostalgic, right? But you have to be set up for that. You have to be ready for it. You have to have that fifth lower rope to kind of help out. You don't want the fighters falling out of it. But the cage got rid of the issues that you were having with the ropes. So that's why you see MMA in cages now and not in rings. But some people want to be nostalgic and some promoters want to use a ring. So, but as a referee, as a professional referee, you never turn down a show because it's going to be in a ring and not in a cage. You would say, okay, I'll do it. And you just know going in that the issues that you could have with having the ropes.
Yeah, you're probably going to run into some sketchy situations because of it.
Yeah,
right?
you can. I mean, it's part of the gig, though. Going in that you might have issues, so it's just part of the role. It's a thankless job. Everybody can do it better, and people really don't realize how hard it is. And if the referee doesn't do anything wrong and the fight has no issues, you don't ever see the referee. That's a perfect thing. But if something goes wrong, then it's when everyone wants to start blaming the referee, even if the referee did everything right. That's
right.
the problem. Yeah.
Now, another question I wanted to ask you about is the possibility of instant replay. Instant replay is not like an official thing yet, right? In mixed martial art?
It's certain commissions have it as a fight ending sequence that you can go to the instant replay.
Only on the fight end.
Yeah, a lot of commissions have it as fight ending, but not all. So it's something that the commissions themselves have to put into effect. But we have seen some studies and some things done with certain commissions that they're using the instant replay, and it's been helping. It's actually made the right call when something has happened at a fight ending sequence.
Now, are they putting like a time limit on it? Because I would imagine that when these commission guys sit down and discuss adding instant replay, I would imagine the time frame giving fighters extra time to recover while they're looking at the instant replay would really be a topic of conversation. Is there a time limit on the ones that are actually using it, like 2 minutes, 1 minute, something?
As of right now, the fight's over. That's the only time you're using it. So it doesn't matter. You're gonna take your time and make the right call. Have the instant replay looked at, and then that will be what the official call will be. So as of right now, it's always fight ending.
Yeah. So what I was asking though is probably a reason why they haven't implemented it like into the fights yet, right?
Yeah.
Because they can't figure out how to time.
That's something they're looking into. So it's something that the commissions have to talk about and kind of iron out how it's going to be done, and then a commission or maybe a few will take it into like a probation type of thing and try it and see how it works, and then iron out all the kinks later on. But it's something that they are looking into, but we might not see it for a little while.
Now, do you think, okay, is there a way to like eliminate all the eye pokes that happen in mixed martial arts, or as long as they're going to have open gloves, eye pokes are going to happen. We just got to live with it.
Yeah. So what happened was we used to get a lot of eye pokes, right? So if you look at some of the gloves, the way they're made, some gloves have your hand straight. When you put your hand in it, the glove itself is so hard that your hand's a little straight. Some gloves put a curve automatically, so your fingers
So you
curve like
can't extend
this.
your fingers.
So you can't extend them. Yeah. So it all depends on that. So the promotions are looking at different gloves that are going to do this or do this. And also we as a committee, well, the rules of red committee, I'm not on it, but other people much higher than me are. And they put a rule in effect last year, which is fingers towards the eyes.
You got to
So
keep them up, right? Right.
yeah, keep them up or close fist or down, right? That's fine. But the fingers towards the eye is the actual foul nowadays. I can put my fingers towards your eyes and I'm going to get a lot of warnings. Watch your fingers, watch your fingers, watch your fingers. But eventually the referee is going to say, okay, warning, watch your fingers. If the referee says warning, that's the last time they want to see it. The next time they see it, they're going to take a point.
So they can take a point now without even an eye poke.
Yes, and that's the idea. Yes, absolutely.
Nice. I like that idea.
Yeah, so we're trying to cut down on eye pokes. And it has. The rule has actually cut down on quite a bit. You're still going to have them. It's going to happen. It's a fight. People are moving. You're moving your hands. You're moving your head. And sometimes you might think it's an eye poke, but it's not, because the way the gloves are designed, you catch that pinky in the eye, right? It was not an actual punch. Even the fighter that gets punched thinks it's an eye poke because it feels like an eye poke because the corner of that glove caught him. And you just have to watch for that. But yeah, it can happen.
I know that there have been like several fights, even recently, that I've been watching where a guy will catch a knuckle in the eye and he'll try to play it off like he got poked. And I've been actually really happy with the way referees have been handling that stuff, because nobody's really stopping fights over a phantom eye poke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Well, sometimes it's the fighter. They actually feel like they got poked, but it's a corner of the glove that hits them. So as the referee, if you see it that is an actual punch, you're like, oh no, it's a punch. Fight on. Keep fighting. Go.
Now, the last rule question I'm going to ask you about, and it's happened like several times, and it happened sort of recently, where the 3 points of contact on the floor and a kick to the head or a knee to the head. When the attacking fighter, it didn't happen in this most recent one, but in the past you saw that like a fighter would have 3 points of contact on the floor. The guy on the attack will pull up on the fighter to, pull a hand off the floor and then kick him in his head or knee him in his head. Is that against the rules, or is it just like brilliant fight IQ?
So I'll give you the history of it. So when they first made the rules, now John McCarthy will tell this better, and you can actually look up a video from him. He'll tell you, because he was there. He helped write the rules. So he'll tell you when they wanted to be, what can be a down fighter. So he said, anything other than the soles of your feet touch the mat, you're a down fighter. Perfect. Nice and easy. Everybody can think of it. A referee can tell a fighter can understand it. The problem is that if the fighter took their finger and they put their finger down on the mat, and now they are a down fighter, right? Because it's anything other. So they would lift their finger up, put it down, lift it up, put it down. We called it playing the game, right? So they're trying to catch a foul, maybe get that DQ.
Which is sort of a cheap way to win a fight.
Yeah. So then we would say, okay, well, you can't just put a finger, you have to put a hand down, and it has to be bearing weight. So that's where the 3 points of contact came in. There was never 3 points of contact written in the rule. It was just kind of a thing that people would say, 3 points of contact. What it meant is if you're going to stand on both feet, you have to put your hand and weight down, right? Okay. So what happened is if I ask you to put weight on your hand, right, you might be able to do a push-up with 2 fingers, and that's all your weight, right? Mm-hmm. I can't really tell as a referee if that's weight bearing or not. So what they said was, okay, we're going to get rid of that rule. In 2017, we went to a 2-handed rule. So both hands had to be down. Or any other body part, right?
So like a
So
shin or a knee or something.
yeah, so the whole idea was to stop the fighters from putting their hands down and putting themselves in bad positions. They actually just drop to a knee, have both hands up by their head, and you're good. No matter what rule set you were, because when we had the two hands down, we had several different rule sets and different commissions. So if you were a fighter or a referee or a fan, depending on where you were watching or fighting at, the rule set could have been different. It could have been a one hand or a two hand down. So
And is
they
it's unified? Like, does everyone use the same rules now? Is it
as
completely
of
unified?
as of last year, it got voted in that yes, there's a unified rule set, and you can go read that on the ABC boxing website.
Okay.
Anybody can go in and read the rules and actually know them. There's 27 fouls there. Go ahead and read them, and there's definition of what a down fighter is. There's a definition of, what do we mean by fingers towards the eyes, stomping. How do we know what is stomping of a fighter? You know, if a fighter is down, I can't stomp them, which means I can't pick my knee up, knee bent like this, and stomp that fighter. I can do an axe kick because an axe kick has an
Yeah.
arch in motion, but I can't pick my leg up and land on them. So if a fighter is down, I can't do like a front flip and land on them, right? So that's stomping. So those
Yeah.
those rules are there, and they're open for anybody to go look at. The ABC is a great source of information when it comes to boxing and MMA stuff.
Awesome, man. Hey, appreciate you coming on here and giving me a little
Oh
bit of your
man,
time.
yeah,
This is
no problem.
awesome. Good
Thanks
to
for
talk
having
to you.
me.
I'm gonna do a thing. I do a speed round with everybody at the end of every interview, where I just ask 10 random questions that have nothing to do with like really what we're talking about, and just rattle them off. You know what I mean?
Okay, all
You
right.
are you ready for this speed round?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's see.
All right. Number one, favorite non-combat sport?
Football,
Football. You got a team? What's your team?
Patriots,
Patriots. Nice. DC or Marvel Universe?
Marvel.
Marvel. Nice. My kids would be proud. Pick one martial arts movie star: John Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, or Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris. I gotta go with my favorite guy.
You got to go with the man himself. All right. How about favorite holiday? What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Nice. I like Halloween as well.
Yeah.
Fifth question: early riser or night owl?
Early riser. I'm up at 4 a.m.
So I would imagine with your line of work and traveling and whatnot, you're sleeping whenever you can.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, number six, you're fighting your way out of a bar. You could pick one of these following guys to have your back: Chuck Liddell, Don Fry, Bob Sapp.
Chuck Liddell.
It's dead. That's a tough one though between Don
It
Fry
is. Don
and
Fry, yeah,
Chuck, especially in their primes. All
exactly.
right, all right. Fantasy MMA, any generation, two guys that you would pit together in the cage.
Oh my God, really?
Any
Any
generation in their
generation.
prime, pick two.
In their prime. Okay, in their prime. This is a fight that a lot of people have talked about and a lot of people will see. I'm not sure if we will, but I want to see Habib versus GSP. In their prime,
Nice.
both killers, absolute killers. I mean, Habib just retired. He's an absolute stud, and GSP just one of my is one of the greats that's out there, right? So if you had to build a Mount Rushmore, and many people have to do it, they're gonna
He's on
put.
it.
So yeah, he's on it. But as an MMA referee and official, I can't have a favorite fighter, right? So I
Right.
don't have a favorite fighter. I'm just saying, if you look at legacy,
Right.
GSP is always at the tip of people's tongues. So
And the other one, like that's a great one, and that actually could happen if Habib comes out of retirement for anything. It's going to be for that.
good,
The other
and I
one,
will
the other
watch. I
one,
will buy that. I will buy that pay-per-view to watch it. Absolutely.
the one we all missed out on, the one that never happened was GSP and Spider though. That one
Yeah, that
back
was
in
over. Yeah.
9 years ago when they were talking about doing a super fight before all the Conor McGregor super fights were happening. You know what I mean? It was Spider Silva versus GSP, and it never happened. Next question. In the Cobra Kai Karate Kid saga, are you Team Johnny or Team Danielson?
Oh, God. Right now, over the new show, I'm Team Johnny. I like it.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Johnny Lawrence all the way. Number 9,
Yeah.
if I gave you $1 million right now and told you to spend it in 24 hours, how are you spending it?
That's easy. I'm buying an island.
All right, last question, and it's kind of like a more serious one. What's the best piece of advice you ever received?
Going into referee a show, and I'm working with Big John McCarthy. He looks at me and says, "Hey, have fun and don't fuck it up." So there you go. That's the best piece of advice I ever had.
Don't fuck it up. I love it, man.
Don't fuck it
Words
up.
of wisdom. Words of wisdom from a wise man. Brian, I appreciate you coming on, man. I love chatting about the rule sets and learning about people that are local that made it. So this is good.
Oh, thanks,
Appreciate you
man.
coming
I
on.
don't consider myself a man. I appreciate it though. But hey, happy Veterans Day, man, and thank you for your service. I want to make sure I say
Thank you. I appreciate that. You have a good night, man.
You too.
Take it
Have
easy.
a good night.
Later.
You too. Bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was pretty awesome, man. It's good to talk to a mind of the sport like that. Somebody who's actually in the cage making the calls. That's a rough. I mean, I don't know what the fuck it's like for him to be inside a cage and referee shit like that. But hey, I refereed some little league baseball games and had some angry parents yelling at me from the bleachers. You know what I mean? That was tough. Anyways, my next guest is near and dear to my heart. He is a veteran. He is my brother. He is Ryan Mish. We're going to bring him in here. We're going to talk a little bit about serving in the military and being a veteran. Welcome, brother.
Uh-huh.
Looking good.
What's going on? How good little episode.
Yeah, that was cool, man, right? This guy, he knows a lot more than we know. We just watch it on TV and enjoy the violence, but there's a lot of rule sets involved, and we don't know them, so it's good to learn.
You ask all the right questions.
I tried, Rye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tried hard. You like the new setup? What do you think?
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, the Mish'n.
Yeah, I hope I don't get slapped with a copyright infringement or something like that, but for now it's cool. I'm not making any money off of this.
On the show.
What's that?
I think you'd be all right. Maybe they can come on the show.
Yeah, maybe I can get the RZA to come on here and we can talk about who owns the logo.
Yeah.
So Ryan Mish, this for anybody that's out there watching, this is my brother. This is the guy who joined the military. Wow,
look at that, huh? Uncle
Mike. So tell us what made you join the military, brother, and why'd you join the military? And when you went into the recruiter's office, did you go straight to Army and decide I'm going Army, or did you talk to the Marines? Did you talk to anybody else, or were you just Army all the way?
I joined the military because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I know that I wanted to serve my country. And for years, Dad was threatening me with, "I'll send you to military school."
I was wondering if you were going to say that Big T throughout you're going to join a service or you're going to get the fuck out of my house, like twice a week.
There's a little bit of that, but it was more, it was maybe on a little bit of a wrong path, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I said, you know what? We watched a lot of Rambo and growing up, and I just wanted to be Rambo. So I figured, Dad threw the Ranger thing in my face and said it was cool. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll make them proud of me for something. So,
yeah, you know what? I'll go jump out of planes and, yeah. So, and I will say, there he is, the airborne. So, Ryan, you were airborne, air assault, Ranger, sniper, you were scout. Like, am I missing anything there?
No.
Excuse me. That's pretty badass, man, for anybody that's interested and wants to get into that shit. Can you talk a little bit about the the airborne life, air assault. We definitely need to talk about Ranger School because I want to hear about that. So
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, just the Army in general is an exciting, happy veteran, brother.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Happy Veterans Day to you.
Yeah, no, from anything, just going the first day of like boot camp, it's out of the ordinary, and then you get there and it's like, I don't know, man, it's like an experience, Some kids go to college, some kids go to the military. I was that guy,
Right.
That was my college.
Dude, right. So you were saying like 2 minutes ago that you were on sort of a bad path and it led you into the military. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of in the same boat as you.
I know you were.
I definitely was. And like, if you look up my group of friends from back in that time, not too many of them are free these days. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, would you agree to me though? Like I noticed you're a great leader. You were a good soldier. I consider myself a good leader, a good soldier. All the best leaders and soldiers that I have served with came from the same path that we came from. They were kind of hard ass kids that were kind of, fucking up a little bit in their civilian world, and they needed a little direction in their life and a little whipping into shape. And those are the ones that I see striving in the military personally. I don't know if you felt the same way while you were in.
I don't know just about striving in the military, but just in life in general, I think that military gives you everything they instill in you when you get in there, you take out, and that's how you live your life, and that's basically, with some twists and turns, I still live my life based on soldiers creed and the Ranger creed, and that's how I go to work every day.
Right. It instills a work ethic into you that you might not have had before you went into the military. I thought that.
I don't know, man. I think we always had some work ethic.
I was just gonna say, I thought that we had that work ethic before because we grew up on Grandpa's farm. Like we were farming at fucking 5 years old. So, we were always working, always doing something. But for those that don't have that work ethic, the military does whip it into shape. And it also, I will say this to you, right? When I was going to join the military, I remember talking to you on the phone saying, I'm going to go active duty. I'm going to go infantry and I'm going to do everything that you did. And you were like, don't do that shit. Go National Guard, go to college. Don't do what I do. Get some cushy job and get a fucking free education. So that's what I did. And because I did that, I met my wife. I deployed with her. I married her. I have kids. I have a great house. I got a great family. And I'm pretty sure that if I went active duty the route of Ryan, I would have never ran into Amy. I would have never shown up to first formation for deployment, drunk as fuck, swaying next to her, and had her fall in love with me that day. You know what I mean? So I owe it all to you, big bro.
Welcome. You're fucking welcome. Sorry, Ma. I know you're watching.
Oh, shit. You know what? Mom.
Birds.
Mom's one request for this episode was to not use so many F-bombs, and I feel like we haven't used that many.
Not many.
Not many. So, maybe we'll just say F.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
All right. So you deployed a couple times. You were
sponsoring these guys. Just kidding.
You deployed a few times. You served in Iraq and Afghanistan. You had some notorious moments in Fallujah. You got some experiences up in Afghanistan. Which tour sticks with you the most, or are they both equally the same? Like
Iraq. Well, coming from out of both countries, there's stuff that'll stick with you. I mean, Iraq definitely had the most impact. Oh shit. Had the most impact on me. My battery's dying. But Afghanistan, Dude, you feel sorry for people. You wonder how that's even a country sometimes. I don't know. Both places is just a fucking weird experience, man.
Just a straight shithole, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Rye, when you came back from your first deployment, me and our cousin Mike came down and stayed with you for a while, and you had this dope ass roommate.
Yeah,
Do
Frank
you,
Tank Ball.
yeah? Well, what up, big man?
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fucking God. What the fuck? What are you
Yeah.
doing? Sorry, Ma. Sorry.
Tank
What's
Balls
up,
is
dude?
here.
What's up, man?
Doing
What's going on, brother?
right now, man. Happy Veterans Day.
Hey, same to you.
Your service, brother. Love you. Oh, that's too far away. Hey, holy shit.
Yeah, come on in.
Man.
Where's
Tank.
Wild Man at?
Wild, man. You're looking at him. Oh, who are you talking about? The little guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that used to always come in the room and want to play football with me.
I know. He's in Texas, man. And he's in the Army, too.
Wow, time flies when you're having fun.
Dude, so good to see you, man. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
you too.
Been watching college football? I know you have, man.
Yeah. Not looking good for my.
No. No.
Oh, shit. When Tank gets back up, oh, what an asshole. His internet must have kicked out. Hopefully he gets back on, because I want to ask him, is he still serving? Do you know if he's still in?
Oh, yeah, he's SF.
Oh, is he? And he... All right, here he comes back in.
I'm back. Yeah,
Tank.
instantly. Yeah, college football's not looking good for me right now. But how about you guys up in the Northeast? How you guys hanging?
Dude. Making it.
Yeah.
Tank, we're not much college football people up here in the Northeast. We're spoiled and we stick to professional sports. And the New England Patriots are hot garbage right now. So we're pretty much just moving on till next season.
I feel you there.
Hey, you retiring or what?
I retired 1 October. I'm officially done, 20 and a half years, and I'm on to my next chapter.
Congrats.
So why don't you have a beard as luscious and beautiful as my brother?
Well, that's never been my thing.
Always had a shit face.
Yeah,
I saw him here with a beard.
Yeah, I did one deployment where I got to grow out a nice little beard, and I tell you, after 4.5 months, I felt like I had chickens, roosters, and other critters living in it. I couldn't stop itching.
Well,
hey,
pretty
man.
awesome.
See you, dude.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad Kyle hit me up to come on this special episode with you.
Yeah.
Listen, dude, I think I could do an entire 3-hour episode on the month that me and Mike were down there hanging with you two, because that was 30 days of, oh my God, man.
Yeah.
That was hard on the bank account, man.
It was. Well, then you had your dad and the motorcycle gang came down, and the trip to North Myrtle. Oh yeah, that was epic. Epic.
That was a good time. Tank, I want to thank you for, you ever venture to the East Coast? You know, we got a lot of nice places you can stay out here and visit. So
okay, well, I'm on the East Coast now. I'm in North Carolina. We're staying here, and we're building a house at the moment. So I'm not too far away.
Working back on the coast, are you?
Yep, I got a little gig.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for popping in and surprising Ryan, Tank. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, man. It was great to see you guys. Love you. Take it easy.
Later.
See you.
Peace.
That was awesome.
Hey, there was your old roommate, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that dude's fucking awesome. That was thought you'd like that. So let's get back into a few things. Do you want to share any wild story about being in Fallujah or Afghanistan? Something that is a little behind the scenes, but ain't going to put you in prison? You were in now, correct me if I'm wrong, you were in like a 14-hour firefight in Fallujah, right? That was like the longest one of the modern war era at the time?
It was almost like a full day. But
Nonstop.
yeah, it started with 2 stuck Humvees, and then it led on from there and sunk everything else that tried to get us out. We were in a dry lake bed. And next thing we know, there's bullets shelling us from behind us. And we were right on the outskirts of the city. We were actually going out to check out area that I was going to be for. And yeah, we didn't get all the way to where we were going. We ended up in a big firefight for a while. It cooled down for a while and it picked back up. F-16s coming in, dropping illumination rounds. I don't know. It was just a pretty wild experience for a little while. And then we went back. We went back to the base, and then the next day. No, that wasn't the next day. That was the first day I was there. I was actually going out trying to get to that same place first. So the first time I was on my way out there, I drove through Fallujah, and then I got hit. Within an hour, I got in country after I saw you and got on that convoy up there. I got my platoon, and they were like, "You're going to be a sniper for 10th Mountain." So I was like, "All right." So I go out, get on trucks. It was like an hour after I got on the trucks, and we're driving across. It was a bridge that they hung a couple of the Blackwater guys off of and burned them. It was on the news. That bridge, so we drive over it and go to take a left down MSR 1. It was like the a single route that went from Iraq right in Fallujah there, the peninsula, to Kuwait. And as soon as we turned that corner, bomb went off on the side of my truck, and it sprayed the drivers and firefight right off the bat. So it was an experience. We got caught there for a little bit, and then we moved down the road, and we thought we were good, and then we got shot at some more, so we moved. So that was the first time trying to get out there. And the second time I tried to get out there, that was a big firefight. That was, everything happened pretty fast over there. Yeah.
So you were in these like massive day-long brawls, and you guys lost nobody in those, right?
No.
Wow, that's amazing. Trained killers, bro.
Bad aimers.
Trained killers on your side and a bunch of amateurs on the other side.
No, they're good wounders. They're just bad killers. That's all.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Now, the documentary Occupation Dreamland about you guys at Uday and Kusei's Palace, how long were you there?
It was almost a year, right? 10 and a half, 11 months.
So you stayed 10 and a half, 11 months in the palace?
Yeah, it wasn't a palace. It was more like a blown up resort.
A blown up resort. And what kind of like missions were you guys getting sent out at? Were you like
clearing the city, looking for IEDs? Basically, you're walking down the road and you got guys with metal detectors walking in front of all the trucks looking for bombs and shit. ID clearance, going after the bath party. We got a shitload of those guys while we were over there. We were doing a lot of night missions, going into houses and raiding. And then we did a full raid on the city and got like a massive cache of weapons, but it wasn't I don't know. It seemed like we got a lot of shit, but it didn't stop. We were getting bombed like every day right on the base. They were mortaring us every day, and I almost got killed on the shitter. And we did
on the shitter?
Yeah, oh yeah, we did have a Terp get sprayed by a mortar round on the shitter, but one day I was on the shitter and I hear rounds walking in from the back. I hear the first round hit. It was like just inside the compound. And then they were getting like hundreds of meters closer. And all of a sudden the last one was like right behind me. So I darted across the road trying to get into my building with my pants around my knees.
You were duck walking?
Yeah. As soon as I got in there, a mortar hit between my building and the next building, which they're only about, 20 feet apart, and sprayed the shit out of them. So I got lucky on that little shit excursion.
I remember you telling me a story, like, I don't know. You said you guys were driving your vehicles and you like stopped and you're like leaning against the side of the Humvee, like smoking a cigarette or something, and the sand was like popping up around your feet, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?" What, you thought it was like bugs or something jumping out of the sand, but it was actually like rounds.
Yeah, no, that firefight. That was we were trying to dig the Humvees out, and like I said, the rounds were popping in the dirt, hitting around the Humvee and shit. So. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that? Because at first, you didn't hear the round,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fun. It's crazy that you couldn't hear the shots getting fired, but you could see the sand popping. That's fucking nuts.
Bullets don't crack when they hit dirt. They crack if they go by you. That's when you hear the cracking.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Do you miss anything about? I mean,
I miss everything about it.
You miss everything about it. Okay. Now, life after the military for you, it wasn't like the smoothest transition because all you knew at that point in your life was how to be a soldier, right?
Right.
You got any advice for people coming off, people coming out of active duty, infantry life, multiple deployments? This is all you know. You get out of the military, you think you want to move on with your life, and then boom, reality sets in. You're not a fucking soldier anymore. People have bouts with depression. People can get all fucked up with that. You got any advice for those people?
Yeah, tackle it right off the jump. If you think you got a problem, start talking to somebody. Lay off the booze.
Yeah.
Well,
dude, chemical dependency is like a real easy road to go down when you have depression or you're missing the one thing that you're good at and you can't do it anymore. It's easy to fucking grab a bottle and just try to go to sleep. But yeah.
All I could say for those people is, like, dude, I got a lot of guys like Tank, for instance, probably still watching, brother. I love you. He's done something for so long, and now it's not going to be the same. And you need to learn how to deal with it. It may take a while. It's taken me a long time. I got a good job now, and
it took you a while, but now you're doing great. You got a good wife, you got a good house, you got a good job.
Oh yeah. No, I'm doing good. It is what you make of it, man. And you need a good woman. I'll tell you that much, and I got one.
Well,
she's not coming.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to put a few phone numbers across the bottom of the screen because right now, especially 2020 COVID, I fucking hate the suicide statistics for veterans. They're higher now than they've ever been, and I don't know if it's because of like this pandemic or whatever.
It is because, well, I could say it right now. I'll say it on your show. Veteran healthcare right now has slowed down because of the pandemic. Like, it's hard to get treatment right now. I need treatment for something, but that clinic's closed because the pandemic. So it is what it is. Maybe this will help it out a little bit, but that's the problem. Guys need help. I mean, there's the choice program. What a big problem is here it is. Most guys who get out, if they're single, don't have someone to drive them to get the help they need. So
right.
they switch to the worst, feelings possible, which is all the feelings they have. So you need
some help. I mean, you need a partner.
And you need someone to make sure you get the help because, like me, I too proud to ask for it. So it takes a good one.
And we all appreciate her. Monica's a fucking guardian angel for you. I know she is.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, another thing, I just put another number down there is the homeless veterans. Just to put these numbers out there. Now, what kind of treatment are you looking for, Ryan, that you can't get right now? Because
I got like for my feet and shit.
Okay, well, this is a great segue. So I have a sponsor for tonight's program, and it is Holden Hands Massage. Jackie Holden is a wizard with her fingers when it comes to pain management, and she wanted me to tell you that in my hand here, she wants to give you a 1 hour free massage for Veterans Day, for all the shit that you've done, all the fucking pain that you're in. She plans on alleviating that shit for you. Now, Holden Hands Massage LLC is a registered provider for the Department of Veteran Affairs now. So veterans can see Jackie, and
Is
the
that
VA. The VA will. What's that?
Is she through the voice program?
That I do not know, but I can tell you this. It says, so she is providing veterans with healing medical massage therapy using VA benefits they've already earned. Her medical massage training allows her to perform body scans and identify primary and referral issues, treating injuries and often putting an end to long-term and chronic pain. People can request a referral for her through their VA provider and give Holden Hands Massage a try. Now, that is a big deal because I've gone and seen Jackie for back and neck issues. You know, I had a bunch of herniated discs and I'm bone on bone in my neck, and I had pain down my through my hip and shit. And like, I don't know where she can talk to the body, man. She can find it, and she can pinpoint what do they call them? Like pain, whatever. It's like the trigger point. She can find the trigger. She can find the trigger point, and she could damn near get rid of your pain. So across the bottom of the screen, she is a sponsor of the show tonight. VA clients can contact her through HoldenHandsMassage.com. Non-VA clients can get to her through MassageTherapix.com. So
kind of hooked me up a little bit during the UFC fight one night, and it was awesome. So I'll that thing.
So I got this here for you, bro. She was excited that you were coming on, and I love the fact that you came on and talked a little bit about some things. I feel like we could probably do this every fucking week if you want. But what we're gonna do now, brother, is a little thing called the speed round. You ready for this shit?
Yeah.
Okay, get ready, because here it comes. Number 1. Show it. From these 3 albums, which one are you going to choose to listen to straight through? 1, CNN War Report. 2, Gangstar, Moment of Truth. C, DMX, It's Dark and Hell's Hot.
Gangstar, Moment of Truth.
I fucking knew you were going to say that. And which song would be the first one you listen to?
Shit.
I'll tell you mine.
What is it?
Above the Clouds.
Above the Clouds. Yeah.
Above the Clouds. And then Royalty with Casey and JoJo. Remember that one? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2, you have access to a time machine. Do you use it? And if so, what point in time are you going back to, brother?
I'm going back to like the 1400s, just so I can see what it looked like.
Wow, nice. Didn't expect that one.
Up there.
I really didn't expect that. Okay, number 3.
Yeah, this fucked me up.
Ryan, who's the master?
Sure enough.
Number 4, would you rather have $2 million in pennies or $200,000 in hundreds? You can only spend the $2 million in penny form.
Yeah, I'd take the fucking pennies.
You just be paying shit with pennies for the rest of your life?
Those rolls and fucking throw them in there.
All right, number 5. Does anything scare you? And if so, what's your biggest fear?
Sharks.
Sharks?
Getting mauled by a fucking shark. Other than that, I don't give a fuck, man.
I was going to say, I don't think you fear much, but I did know about the sharks. Number 6, what's your favorite war movie?
Favorite war movie? Monica doesn't like when I watch those. I have to say Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, you know what? I showed these questions to Amy, and she was like, which one's he going to say for that? I was like, you know what? I have no idea. Maybe Black Hawk Down? I don't know.
No, I like Black Hawk Down, but Black Hawk Down, like that movie gets to me really good because it's pretty goddamn accurate compared to where I was, but I like Full Metal Jacket.
Nice. Number 7, Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Number 8, Ryan, favorite sibling?
You.
Don't worry, Megan's not. Yeah, she ain't watching anyway. Trust me. You know what? Right.
I love everybody the same.
Right, Ryan. She'll watch the recorded version of this tomorrow and be in the comment section commenting as if it was live because she's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Number 9. Dad's spaghetti or mom's green bean casserole?
Fuck. Mix them.
What? Mix them together?
Yeah.
I figured your answer would be a full tray of the casserole with a side of spaghetti.
Oh, fuck. That'd be a good picnic right there.
Last question, and then I'll let you go to bed. What is your dream job, bro?
Civil War.
Civil War. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, my brother's favorite dream job would be for a Civil War to pop off. Let's just think about that one for a few minutes, folks. Before we get going here, any shout outs you want to do for some veterans that you want to say Happy Veterans Day to? Anything like that? I know you got a lot of brothers and sisters out there.
I do. I want to say a shout out to Alpha Company 1505 Battle Monkeys, Tank Balls, of course, Graham Oswald, Kyle Amsberry, Nick Amsberry. I don't know. You all know who you are. I love all you guys.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. And I do think that we should
Noah Arroyo.
Who?
He's a vato.
Yeah. How about that? How about this, Ryan? How about the fact that our family had Pep in World War One? We had Grandpa, who's still sitting on the chair right now, World War II.
Yeah.
We had Uncle Bill, Uncle Mike, Vietnam vets. We got PJ, who served in the 101st, but I don't know where the hell he ever went. I don't know much about.
Around for that Panama invasion?
He might have been. And then we had you and me, Amy. Amy's dad's a Marine. Like our whole family is just full of veterans. So this is a special day for us.
Now and my son.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! Now Haven's in. Yeah. You know.
Monica. Too.
What's that?
Monica's a soldier too, dealing with.
Yeah, she's dealing with you. All right, brother.
All right.
Well, happy Veterans Day to you. Love you. Thank you for coming on.
Let's talk again.
Yeah, we'll do this again. Maybe one day I could contact a bunch of your old guys and we can get on here and do a little round table.
That'd be dope.
That would be dope.
All
right, man.
Matt Basic. Love you.
Matt Basic. What about what's his name? Mac G. You ever see him? You ever talk? Oh shit. You ever talk to him?
Oh, he's out in California, man. Yeah.
He's out. He's out of the military.
Yeah, he's out of the military.
Jesus, they're all out. Everyone's out. It's over.
It's over.
That whole generation of killers is gone.
Get the fuck out of there. It's getting weak.
Yeah. All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right. Love
Thanks
you.
for coming on.
Yep.
Bye.
Later.
So, thank you for tuning in for the very first episode of Mission Accomplished. I feel like this was a pretty good one, man. You guys got to meet my big brother, the reason why I joined the military, an absolute hero and an absolute role model. You got to see me talk to a great mind of the mixed martial arts world, and yeah, we're gonna have to do this again. We might have to mix in a little military talk every so often because I got a lot of friends that got a lot of stories to tell. Oh, Megan's in. My sister is actually on. I should have invited her on, but too late now. I love you guys for tuning in. Like and share the page. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Mission accomplished. For now, all I can say is mission accomplished. Peace.